Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I wanted to talk a little bit about how I do my work as a professional empath, as a remote viewer. And I wanted to also talk a little bit about Kate Windsor Middleton. In America, we would say she's Kate Middleton Windsor. Isn't that a lovely name, Kate Middleton Windsor? I like that. Um, but sometimes I get attached to a target as a remote viewer and get the information, and then I have a hard time cutting cords. And that I think happens because maybe there's more information that I'm supposed to be uh, getting, or I'm trying to tie the pieces together. So today I thought it would be nice if we tied the pieces together about what I believe has happened to Kate Middleton, and why I find it difficult to cut the cord. And we, of course, want to send healing, as much healing as possible, to Kate and to everyone who needs healing at this time, because we want everyone healthy and happy. So I'm a professional empath, and what that means is that I'm trained in a technique which is called heart-centered remote viewing. Heart-centered remote viewing is a 5-step technique where through this meditation technique, I attempt to feel and be the target, which is a person, place, or thing. um, Yesterday, I was asked to be a boat crashing into a bridge in Maryland. This would be an example of HCRV. We can be anything. We are fluid as remote viewers. We stand above objectively to the best of our ability. And while we watch the boat, which is us, crash, we also try to examine the scene from the 7th chakra, from the 6th chakra, which is associated with the prefrontal cortex. We try as remote viewers to be as objective. And while we feel the emotions of being that person, or we sense the weight differential on if we're on a boat or something like that, we also have a part of us as remote viewers where we always have to stand back and be as objective as possible, observing the process and documenting the process. As Kate Middleton, I felt the following things. Whether they were objectively true or not, this is how I felt. I felt I was put away. They're going to put me away. This was my first emotion. So let's meditate on that. According to my remote from a couple of months ago, as Kate Middleton, I told you that they were going to put me away. That I was no longer a woman. I'm going to be put away. I've served my purpose. My kids are going to go off to boarding school. I'll still have Louie, but I'll just be here in this isolated little world, put away. So that was the emotions I felt. I felt like my husband and I had separated, or that we had separate lives. Maybe we had grown apart, but we were still together. But I felt he was not with me. So I felt depressed. I felt emotionally depressed. I felt I may have sought counseling for my depression. I felt that I was no longer attractive as a woman. I felt put away. I felt like I would be no longer this public, beautiful woman, but now I would just be some spinster put away. No longer what I was. And that my husband was just going to go live his life. My former life is over. That is how I felt as Kate. We asked permission from Spirit to access the Akashic Records for Kate Middleton. So we never want to cross anyone's boundaries. They tell us only what we're allowed to see. But it makes me think of, well, this must have something to do with the cancer diagnosis, perhaps the part of the body that was removed and that she was grieving. You know, you have surgery and you lose a part of yourself. So all of that could have been part of the grief. Therefore, based on this remote, as the person asked to deliver this remote, I believe she's retired from public life. And I believe that she was grieving, as I had said before. She may have been under counseling. She may have received some medication for depression. I was concerned about that. And now we have this latest diagnosis. So if I were to give a report, that would be my report. And I think, I'm sorry to say, I think the marriage is over. For whatever reason, people grow apart. Maybe they were together so that they could create this beautiful family. Maybe now they'll co-parent. Maybe they'll work it out. Looks like they were separated. Now they're trying to have some co-statements again. But maybe they've decided to hold off on the separation because of her diagnosis. But it feels to me now like everything is in a holding pattern, including announcing any kind of a separation. And I think this concludes the report. I feel now that I've delivered the report, completed it, and brought it full circle. Maybe I can let it go and move on to something else. And just send healing to this person. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoy this fun experiment with heart-centered remote viewing. We encourage people not to take it too seriously and always to check it against facts and data. Remember, this is just for fun, and it's only for entertainment purposes only. All right. If you're trying to get in for a reading, please be sure and check the information below. Thank you, everyone, and be well.